Hello everyone, I wanted to do a video on this game. Do a commentary over it. And since there's an app version, I figured I can just record over actual live footage. So this is Star Wars Hunters, and I really fucking like it. It's a very random being I make my channel. I mean, not too random. I've done other Star Wars stuff, but I think I give my general thoughts here, dump my general thoughts into this video, especially since this is a game that isn't talked about too much. It seems to be doing quite well. Like over 1 million downloads or whatever at the global launch. So this game, most people would have heard of it. Most people would have heard the announcement, and that was in like 2021. And then it apparently in like a soft launch in like a part of America. I don't know. I don't actually know specifically where, but it was region locked for most people, and it was only on mobile. This has a Switch port, and that's the main reason I like this game. But I think the mobile port's actually quite good. I think it's worth a download. In terms of mobile games, because this is a game, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it was ported to mobile, but no, this was designed to be a mobile game. It runs well, although I suppose that depends on your device. It runs well. It plays well for a shooter mobile, and I think there's controller compatibility. I haven't played too much on this because I'd rather just play on my Switch. But it is interesting. A mobile and Nintendo Switch exclusive. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool in that sense. But I suppose that does limit the audience. But I mean, mobile games get a bunch of people downloading it. I'm sure it's doing well. It's certainly active right now. I'm hoping this game really does thrive, because I think there's a lot of charm and passion into this, which did surprise me. I saw it was on the eShop for free, and I was like, oh, this game, I don't even know what it's about. I'll download it. Checked it out, and let's have a look. How many hours have I put into this game? Over 350 games. Time played a day. I think my Switch says 50 hours. I guess I was on the menus quite a lot. But yeah, like literally just match time. Not even matchmaking, the menu stuff, whatever. Just in the matches, and they're short matches. I've really sunk over over a day into this game. I spent like 2 weeks. The proper release, that is. It's a very, very fun game. I do like it. I haven't had a free-to-play game. I haven't been this attached to one since Fortnite, I think. I mean, I'd say Overwatch 2, but I think I like this more than Overwatch 2. It's like a less rage-inducing hero shooter. And it's got less going on, but it's quite chilled. And yeah, I've done a lot in it. I'll cover a bunch of. I might go into a casual match, I guess, and I as well towards the end. But I did just want to ramble about this game because I do like it. I do think people should give it a try if you like Star Wars, or if you like hero shooters. If you play mobile games, this is one of the best ones you could get. Like I don't know a mobile game this good, and it doesn't feel like one at all. It really doesn't. It feels like a regular free-to-play game. I've seen people complain about the microtransactions, but every free-to-play game has that, and it's for a reason. It's not to do with greed, because they're selling it for free. You can get this game for free. You can earn a bunch of stuff for free. You can unlock all the characters for free. And it doesn't take too long. And I guess we can stop that, right? Because I suppose it's always a big talking point with games. You know, you got the item shop, stuff's on. limited time rotation. It's not like a daily or weekly shop. A lot of it seems to be set for a week, but some stuff will show up on different days. Most of it resets on Thursday, currently, it seems. And there's a lot of stuff going on. Like this skin for Sentinel, this has been in the shop since like the launch, and it's still there. So some are around for longer, and see, this is what I mean, like new to the shop. They've just added this, and I think that Cobalt skin, I looked at it before I started recording. I might actually get this. I have the crystals for it. This looks cool. I might get it. But the cosmetics are cool. They're very cool, and you can get some free stuff with the credit stuff, which there's a few items a week. There was a skin I already got, but there's also this weapon wrap and this victory pose that you can get. I'm trying to save up for this because it's like BB-8, which is kind of cute. So I kind of want to get that if I can before the timer resets. There's a lot going on, and prices will differ, obviously depending on currency, but also with Google Play, it's like there's like a discount. It's like a 5% cheaper or something for like the packs that cost money, all of them. Like there's one for crystals. This would be $9.99 on my Switch. So that's a curious thing. And the benefit of this being an app is there are, that misplay is a big one. I'm using misplay, but I think there's more. Where you can earn points, right, and you come from playing shittier mobile games, or in actuality just putting them on an AFK. But there's apps for that, and you get the points, you convert them into gift cards. You can do that for Google Play stuff, right? So because it's a technically a mobile game, you can do that and get cosmetics free. I have not spent any money on this game, and you can't really tell because I've spent my crystals, but I had like over 2,000 crystals. I'll show you my stuff. This is the roster. But I'll talk about the game itself. I figured we'll look at the cosmetics, because that's always the big thing. It's always like mobile game, free to play. What's the paywall stuff, right? So this I got this today. 2,000 came with this skin. You get the weapon wrap, which the vast majority of skins will have a matching weapon wrap. I suppose you could argue that it's unnecessary to have this separate cosmetic page. You could argue it's just an extra cash grab. Since most of it does just match with skin, so you could argue it should just be with a skin. It shouldn't be sold separately. But I think it's kind of neat. You can mix and match stuff and have it look cool, like this lightsaber. It matches the default one, which these recolors. So even this is a bit inconsistent, but rare typically means it's just a recolor. Epic usually means it will have some new unique components. It might not be a completely original skin. It might still pull from the default look. It might just be a reskin, but with like some very special different markings, right? Instead of just a simple recolor thing. It's a bit inconsistent in that regard, but that's the general. And then Legendary is just completely unique in every regard, which I think is a decent rarity system. It makes sense. You're looking at these all separately. Bundles, you can't at the moment buy stuff individually. Stuff is sold individually. It's kind of inconsistent how they do it, but like you can see the value here. It would be 1,300 for an individual legendary skin without the weapon wrap. I think it's a solid system. I think the shop needs more consistency. I'm not really going to critique the prices. I don't think they're terrible. I think they're quite steep for what they offer, but compared to other mobile games, compared to other free-to-play games, hell, compared to some games that cost money and have microtransactions, there's some good value here. Not something I'd drop actual money on, but I can kind of get it. I think there's a lot more value not in the crystals, but in starter pack stuff. Not just starter packs, but just packs in general. And even that's a bit inconsistent. Like, this is £4.69, and you get a wrap, you get a skin, epic rarity, sticker, and then you get 400 crystals, and then some arena pass, because Finger Chair has a battle pass. We'll get into that. The battle pass actually has a ton of free stuff. I feel like half the tiers have free rewards. It's quite generous, but this is weird. There's been other starter packs that are like £1 something. Sentinel had one that might have expired. I've bought these ones that were free. There were 3 of them, and it was £1.89 for one of Amara Vex, Sentinel, and I'll show you. They included the exact same stuff. I don't think they had a sticker, but who really cares about that? I don't think that really matters. I mean, they sell stickers in the shop and in bundles. That's a part of the pricing for it, but it doesn't really make sense for a £3 price increase. It's a weird inconsistency where you can have better deals than others. Like, I got this in the wrap, right, and 400 crystals, and that was like £3 less than Sentinel one. And the Sentinel one, not the Sentinel, Slingshot, the Ugnaught Droideka guy. I'm sorry, got that wrong. This is replacing the Groz one, which was the same price for the same stuff. Which even then, this is decent value if you really want the skin, you know, your main character, whatever. This is fairly reasonable, but it is weird how they have some deals that are better than others. Likewise, we have this one currently that has a skin, epic skin, and then 1,000 crystals. And essentially, this is the price of getting 1,000 crystals separately, so you just get a free skin on top of it. Decent value. However, there was one for a new Toony skin that was half this price last week. I mean, I think it's still in the shop. It didn't really have a timer to it. And here, the characters that show up here, they'll have a skin either from the pass or from the shop currently. And I keep getting the Toony one, which I can't show. I can show you the gun skin because I bought that. That was 89p. For a weapon wrap and 500 crystals. Very cheap. Worth it. Again, I didn't spend any actual money. I got it from free gift cards. I mean, this here isn't the skin. This is a starter pack skin. This was another £1.89 one. Epic skin. This showed up after I bought the Amara Vex one, which I don't really have a timer to them, which is weird. The Sentinel one did. And this only showed up when I bought the Vex one. After I bought this one, no more showed up. Maybe there is more, I don't know. It's very confusing inconsistencies or very specific stuff with the shop that is quite confusing. The value of stuff is kind of all over the place. But this is it, the prospectus that there's a skin that ties into it. And that bundle disappeared when I bought this. I assume that's a bug. I assume you're supposed to have the option to be able to buy both. If it was just like a classic brown Java cloak and 1,000 crystals, I would have got it if I owned stuff, but it is what it is. That's an interesting thing. You can't. The bundles, they will discount accordingly if you already have some items. That is good to know. That is quite good to know, because I actually want the rest of this set at some point. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. If you buy something separately and it's in a bundle, you can still get a discount later on. So that's a good thing. But yeah, like legendary bundles, they're normally, 2,000. It's decent. It's decent. But yeah, I think these packs are the most valuable ones, but they are quite inconsistent. I think on Switch there's like a very specific pack that is listed as DLC weirdly, and that's like £10 and you get 1,000 crystals and you get another Mario X skin. That's another one that isn't listed in the shop properly. I don't get it. There's not much consistency to it currently. Which, in a grand scheme of things, isn't a big deal. But it will make for some confusion, I feel. And it makes some stuff unclear. Like, this is another thing. The For You page, it just sort of brings up whatever. Like, I have that legendary Reeve skin. The bundle does sell that set separately from this bundle, which there's a separate bundle that separated the weapons from the skins. That was last week, and they just merged them. So there's different bundles for the same content. It's peculiar. But like the For You page, you just bring up whatever, and I assume it has something to do with playing the characters, because like I don't know why this would be here, other than it's a money pack and it doesn't have a timer. That might be it. This is just like a white reskin. Decent value, get a victory pose. No crystals though. Nothing too crazy there. But like, I play Sentinel a lot. I don't really care about the Shore Troopers designs, but I suppose that's why it's in my For You. And I also play as these as well. Actually, I might earn these because this epic skin is quite good. And yeah, this is a rare skin. It's just like a default reskin. That's something about. This is quite a unique bundle. I haven't seen any other bundle sort of put two costumes together from like a lower rarity. This is another unique one. This is like, oh no, it has a timer to it. That's weird because this is seasonal. You'd think it'd be here all season. It did not have a timer before. This is a lot of good stuff for their new Hunter, Aaron Towel. Yeah, quite expensive as you'd expect. But again, if you're just like going to earn free gift cards, then I think this is a good game to spend those free gift cards on. I think in terms of spending actual money on the game, the only stuff I really recommend is you desperately want something from the shop. I think the star packs, even the more expensive ones, they're decent value. You'll get your money's worth for them, I feel. And then the arena pass, a tenner, which is standard battle pass price, and it comes with a good amount of stuff. You'll get cosmetics for like the whole roster. I think almost everyone you get a skin for. I mean, it's just some of the ones I'd get if I bought it now, because I don't actually have it yet. I'll get it eventually, but since I could just get it at any point the next 2 months, I'm not really in a rush for it. But you get a playable character, which is basically confirmed that when the season ends, you'll be able to unlock him normally. So don't worry about limited time, exclusive, locked behind paywall characters. That's not how they're doing it. It's just early access, which I think is all right. I think that's an all right rule. I think, I mean, if you're going to be a free player, right, next season you get this character free, so even when there's a new character, you still have this character as technically a new character. You're just a season behind. So you sort of get a certain amount of content in that sense. It'll feel like it at least. So I think that's reasonable. And then legendary skins, some rare skins. I think that's like a shock trooper skin and just a red skin. Epic Utuni skin, that was cool. I think the only character that doesn't have a skin. Let's see. I don't think Reeve doesn't have one. I don't think Char has one. Jay Freedeye doesn't. I think most of the others have at least one. And then the final tier one's like a legendary skin for Amon Tao. But I mean, here, epic skin, completely free. And then 2 tiers later, epic victory pose, completely free. At the end here, epic weapon wrap, completely free. But yeah, you get that skin. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think what is it? It seems to be you get 3 legendary skins from this, so that's pretty good. Early hero access, a bunch of rewards. Sure, a lot of it is free, but of course the best stuff is going to be behind the paywall. But it's one of those where I feel like you don't feel like you're missing out on too much. Sure, there's a whole character lock behind it, but in a sense of the rewards, you sort of consistently have free rewards. Again, if half the pass pretty much has a free reward attached to a premium one, which I think is quite a good system. They did a couple passes before, and I think that Prospector Utuni skin I'm speaking of, that was in an old battle pass, so they're not exclusive skins to my knowledge. They don't mention it, so they could come back. They could get put in the shop and whatnot. So I think that's another good thing. There's not really going to be too many limited time exclusive stuff. Stuff's limited time in the shop, right? But hypothetically, everything can return, and I much prefer free-to-play games that do that. I don't like the exclusivity of stuff. So again, I think that's another positive. But yeah, that's all that out of the way. A very long explanation, but I figured cover it all because I think that's the big thing people want to know. But yeah, overall, I think it's decent value if you want to buy stuff. Be mindful of various timers, and stuff can be in bundles, stuff cannot be in bundles. Stuff that from the past can show up in bundles later. It's kind of all over the place. If you're a collector, probably not a good game for you. With how random things become available and unavailable. But there's a good amount of stuff you can get. From earning the crystals, I made 500 for free, and it's weird because stuff you get on the app, it doesn't really translate to your Switch account, which doesn't really matter because if I'm going to get something from a store, I'll just go to my phone. I assume it works vice versa. I haven't checked because I'm not spending real money on the game. But that is something to make note of. But yeah, moving on. The actual roster itself. So there's a Hunter's Path thing. Some Hunters have star packs that unlock the character early. Those £8. They're not really worth it. Unless you really want to play a character straight away, you get an epic skin. And they just disappear from the shop once you unlock the character. You can't get a discount on them, which is weird. But yeah, I'd recommend just locking the characters normally. It'll take like 200 to 250 matches. I don't know the exact amount, but like you earn like a set amount of XP per game, win or lose. It'll take a while. It takes a lot of playtime, but it's not like this endless grind, you know. You'll get them at a decent pace where you're unlocking characters before you even properly tried out some of the other ones. Like, look at the levels here. I've got one of the ones you unlocked earlier, Diago, at 3, level 3, and then Slingshot, the last hunter you unlock, isn't only at level 4. The mastery goes up to 25. In images on the Play Store, the level actually goes up. I don't know if they'll just make it so you can continue your XP without any rewards, or if they're going to add more rewards. They might do the same for the profile, because I know 48, and you might notice the thing doesn't scroll past 50. 50 is actually the max level. The level number does not go up after that. So these are sort of set rewards, one-time rewards. And this way you're going to get a lot of your credits and your crystals. And yeah, the amount will slow down after that. So that's something to keep note of. But yeah, the hunters, unlocking them isn't too much of a task. It's going to take a while, but it's not too egregious. You get 3 right off the bat anyway. A quite small roster. Of course, this is quite early on. Sure, they've been in the beta for a long time, but this is the start of its proper release. And 12 currently free ones, and you got the one new one. Presumably, they're going to do one per season for the, judging by the battle pass system, where they have a free, well, not a free one, but one that you get by buying the pass. So, which this season 2 months long. So this time next year you can get, there'd be 19 heroes? Not heroes, hunters. Sorry. So I think that pace is good. I hope it keeps up, and again, that's why I hope the game does well, because I think that's it's doing a lot right. It's doing a lot right for a live service game. It's doing a lot really well, and there's a lot of replay value here, and it's fun. It's not annoying. There's currently no exclusive bullshit to it. It's quite chilled at the moment. I hope that continues. I hope the player base doesn't dwindle, because this is a very fun multiplayer game. This is definitely my Star Wars multiplayer fix. I got the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. I frankly expected the online to not last long. I didn't even fully die out, but it kind of has. Like only a month later, unfortunately. And I think this is filled the void that left, because that was very fun. I think this is an even funner online experience. And yeah, it's completely free, so it's good. Balancing, it's balanced enough where every character's viable. Every character does very unique stuff, where no one really outmatches them. No one makes another hunter feel unnecessary. There's different kinds. There's your usual damage class, which has the most characters, and support, which heals and whatnot, and then tanks, which I said more health, but are slower and bigger hitboxes and whatnot. And it's a good system. I'd hope season 4 like add another support. I imagine I'll probably just add another tank next, because tanks are quite popular. But this is one guy I need of a nerf. Not a nerf, a buff. Sprocket. I think he needs a buff. He's one that is sort of just outclassed by the other support, who are both really good. Score is really good because of her ultimate, especially. I mean, she does a lot of damage for a support, and also the best healing, arguably. And then she has her ultimate, which is very powerful. Unstable cocktail. Throws a large canister, creating a pool which heals allies and damages enemies. Capture point, you can just throw it in there, and an enemy team has to move off it, or they die. So, yeah, that's something I could do with an Nerf, I feel. The general meta is like Reeves the best damage character, Sentinel's the best tank because of his shield, and then Score is the best support. Everyone else is pretty much viable except Sprocket, and even then apparently he's quite good in high levels of mastery, which is another thing I should explain. Hunter Fame level. So I mentioned how you can get your characters up to level 25. You get cosmetic rewards. When I showed you, the reskins, each character has 4 of those. Well, you have the default, and you have 1, 2. There's a third, wasn't there? There's 3. 1, 2. I swear there's 3. How am I wrong? Wait. I have no clue what I unlocked this skin from. Oh, maybe that might just be a free Battle Pass skin. I think I've gotten that wrong. Yeah. It's actually 2 rare skins and then 1 epic skin. That's what it is. And you get a matching weapon wrap for each of them. That's what it is. And then you get some extra stuff like a sticker, character icon. I might equip that actually. That's pretty rad. But the most curious thing is these. You get buffs for your free abilities, and they go up to level 6. So you get a full strength by the end, and they're very small buffs, like so small that you're not even going to tell what you're not going to be able to tell if the character's fully leveled up or not really. When fighting them, they definitely make a difference, like these upgrades, but it's not pay to win because you have to play to get these levels. You can't just pay for XP for this or anything like that. So it's not predatory in that sense. It's just you play the game to get it. It's a curious one. I know a lot of people just rather everyone have the same balancing, but I don't think it impacts the meta enough to be a big problem. Because I am in the top rank. I've gone in with characters I haven't gone to high levels with. I've only really gone to high levels with like 3 characters. And those are the 3 meta ones. So yeah, it's a curious system, but yeah. So ranked is quite a good rank system. I am in the top 350 apparently, 340. I was top 250 when I got to Kaiba 1. So when you get to the top rank, it'll just show you the total overall leaderboard. If not, then it just shows like top 100 in that division, which I was always in the top 100 of the individual leagues. So I don't know how that works. I don't feel like that's pulling from every character. Not every character, every player in that league. This leaderboard does, however, and is cross-platform mode Switch. And I don't think anything's separated by region, because I've come across players with Asian text names and whatnot. So everyone can play with each other. There's no issues there, right? As long as I'm a Switch or a comparable mobile device. And I guess you can play on PC. I suppose you can get that working. But yeah, there's like 3 tiers for each rank, and there's 5 ranks. This is like the only ranked thing in any game I've gone to the very top. I'll only be top 500. I think it's because I'm one of the first few to do it. It's a very good rank system. It's quite simple. You get 300 points for a win, you lose 300 points for a loss. But then you get bonus points based on your performance in the match. And that will add up based on how well you did. Which means if you lose, you can lose not as many points if you played well. and if you play well, in general, you just get some extra points. Which I really like that rank system. It's not as simple as, oh, you lost, well, there go all your points. It's not as harsh as that, at least not initially. I think that's a good rank system. I think it's pretty clear. It's very transparent how the rank system works and how the points work. It's good. It's chilled. I would there should be more ranks, as I've already gotten to the final one. I don't think it's too hard. The grind, for me personally, I suppose it would change depending on the player, but I had no troubles climbing the ranks up until Beskar 1, so the second highest rank and then the top tier of that. That's when things got quite tricky. By Beskar, things get pretty competitive. Can't really tell a gameplay difference between casual and ranked until you get to Beskar, I feel. But again, that might just be a personal experience thing, because I must be doing something right being this tier, right? I must be doing something right. Kybra is just not fun. It's unfortunately not fun. By that tier, by Kybra, it goes from 300 points you win and lose to 400, which I honestly don't get the point of, because wins are more valuable anyway. It's not they made it harder to rank up, per se. It's harder to rank up because with there being less players at higher ranks, you can get weird matchmaking or free win with like a gold player or bot lobbies I've seen before. You can get bot teammates, which is just basically an automatic loss. So you just lose due to sheer circumstance. But it's... I think the annoying part is that you lose 400 points. That drops you down real quick. You can't afford to go on a lose streak. And you also kind of have like a regular 50-50 win-loss record at that point. So it's quite a pain. I suppose that's the point, but with the matchmaking problems, which again, I don't think there's anything they could do to resolve that. I think you just need more players to get to high ranks. I think there's plenty of players. I think it's an active player base, especially at the moment. But on higher ranks, not so much. Where it definitely becomes a pain to get up to Kai 1. I'm at Kai 1 and I don't even want to play another match. Right? I don't want to try and get up to the top 100 or anything, because losses are too punishing, I feel, at this rank. I got the legendary skin at the end. Pretty cool. This is stuff that I imagine would probably be exclusive to ranked. Something like this, Grandmaster skin, no. But this is like referencing like one of the ranks. It's like a gold gun skin. So that might be a ranked exclusive. Nothing says it is, but that might be how they vision it. But yeah, you get an epic skin here. You get a legendary skin here, legendary gun. You get the epic actual match with the respective skins. You get gems. You get like icons for your map. And you get credits. Decent amount of free rewards there. It's a rewarding rank system. Again, I really do like the rank system up until Kybra, and it just becomes so much of a pain in the ass that I don't want to lose my rank. I don't want to lose my rank, and I don't want to deal with the frustration of rank matchmaking. If you get, the goal is just getting a good party, which is quite easy to do because it's got a very simple friend system. You can just go to suggestions, you can go to recent games and friend people on your team, and you can easily invite to parties. And people do this anyway, right? It's not like you need to do voice chat stuff or anything. You just queue up together. It's quite chilled like that. Like, I have a lot of people at it already. I think the max amount you can have is 100, and that includes the invites. You also have events that are tied to doing social stuff, party stuff, adding friends and whatnot. There's quest lines about them, and the quest lines aren't stuff that isn't limited time, but the event stuff is. And Balada's Bounty changes each season. Seems to be the pattern. And this is one that I don't think you can complete without having full battle pass ownerships. Like, you get an epic skin at the end. I don't think you can get that high without being a battle pass owner. And I don't know how many events occur per season. I've missed a couple, like in terms of completion, and that's the other thing, complete events. I don't know how many occur in a season, because they just show up on random days. That's various days. Usually a weekly one. But yeah, I don't know if it expects you to do every single one in a season, or if there's just some you can miss. I don't know what's going on there. But, you know, claim 80 Arena Pass rewards. That's everything in the pass, right? So if you're in a free pass, you can't claim that many rewards, obviously. So I don't think that one has free rewards you can get, but you can't complete it for free, to my knowledge. Which is a bit weird. My issue with the events is that they say to complete every single challenge. There's no optional challenges. I think there was one that had optional ones. So I guess that's something I'm going to add, but a lot of it is sort of like you've got to complete every single one. There's no options, there's no way to get extra ones. Sounds a bit weird. Oh, also, there's the multiplier thing, which I don't have on Switch, so I guess that's another thing that doesn't transfer over. It'll be surprising when I see that in the corner. I don't think that counts Switch. Let's see where you can add PewDiePie. Oh, it's added it to my profile picture. I didn't even mean to equip it. I said I would, but I didn't mean to do that. But I suppose I will keep it. I only switched to the other one to show that I'm a Kaiba player. Gotta flex that. Because I've been doing casual matches, just trying to level the hunters up. Really cool. So you've got a training thing, which is like a practice range thing. Pretty good. Tutorial, that's the first thing you'll do. Pretty simple. And then it's decent progression. A lot of people don't like it, and people seem to spin this narrative that the game's deceiving you because they have bot players and their bots will take up another player's name. It'll just steal a name from an existing player in their player base. And people seem to think that, it's lying about having online plays, which it might be doing that, but I think for the sake of progression, it's quite a good system. Like if you're a newbie, you can tell, but it's not apparent, and like they're still interactive enough that you can have fun as a new player, and you're gonna learn a few hunters and the maps and how to play the modes and stuff. And by the time you're level 6, I think it is, where you're unlock ranked and you can play against actual players in casual, you'll have a decent knowledge of the game. No one's getting thrown into this game and just getting absolutely destroyed by a level 50, right? Like from the get-go. That's not happening. So I think that's a good system. I've seen a lot of complaints for it, but I think it's good. You also have event little things, which this one's pretty basic. Play with random modes and squads composed of 3 time turns and 1 time. It randomizes the characters. There was no randomizer. You can play as Aaron Tam, actually, the Mandalorian character. Which I like all the characters as well. I like how all original characters, they do very quirky concepts, like a stack of Jawas, the Jawa twins. You can click here, you get a bunch of lore for them, which any history of these characters is true. It's quite clever. It's tied into canon. Really neat, actually. They play very minor roles, right? This is essentially the Star Wars equivalent of pro wrestling, where they're all playing characters, and that's all the context for the arena stuff. Is that they're just arena participants. They're actually all friends behind the scenes for the most part. And like Reeve here, actual Force sensitive lightsaber wielder, uses the dark side. is not an actual Sith, though. She isn't an actual Sith. She's not evil, right? But like she'll have dialogue that's like very, in a very goofy way, like playing up to being all evil dark side character. It's fun. It's very fun. It's clever world building as a comic that explains it. But any history here, for the most part, is actually correct. When you mention like the rivalry stuff here, that's just part of the show, right? The barn, like a perfect for the J3 die. That one doesn't mention any history stuff. That's just sort of her character. But like J3 like created by Sprocket, I think it mentions here. Programmed the droid himself. That's true, right? So any tidbits of history you find, that's true. But then anything with the characters, a lot of it is either exaggerated or just made up. Like Sentinel is from the Empire, right? Empire veteran, but he doesn't like the Empire, so stuff like that. Go down a rabbit hole on their wiki pages, their Wikipedia pages. Sorry, it's quite interesting. This is another Star Pack skin I got. I guess I can show you all the Mastery skins, right? Like, I don't know. Oh, that does remind. There is a free pack. I don't know if it's expired, but for new players, for the launch of the game, there's a free pack of a couple skins. Switch players get a free Amara Vex skin in there. That's, the colours of the Switch, I guess. Which, by the way, Amara Vex has so many free skins. So fucking many free skins. I think you just get this one by default. It's the default without the mask, right? So that's an extra option she has. There's so many colours. Like, the only one that's behind a paywall I got was this one. The rest is just free, right? I mean, you're probably not unlocking this one because that's the top rank. But I've got like 10 here that are free. So, if you're a Amara Vex fan, you don't need to spend a fucking penny. You got shitloads there. So I guess it's a prime example of how there is a lot of free stuff to unlock, which is cool. Fame grants. This is just like bonus XP you can earn, and then you can spend it on a character. Right? I'm trying to spend it on characters that are lower levels because I want to get their buffs as soon as possible. Right, I'll save this, but you select a honey, give it to you can select to spend all of it. It'll choose like 800 if you have more than that. It'll spend only 800 at a time. But yeah, I suppose you can hop into a casual match, just see what goes on. I'm not great with touchscreen stuff, but I think it plays pretty well. I think you can get used to it. I think they should add the option to customize the touchscreen positioning and size and stuff. I don't think there's options for that. I haven't checked myself, but that's what I've been told. So yeah, and this will fill out pretty quickly. Yeah, just like that. I'll go Reeve. I actually mean Sentinel, but Reeve's just the coolest character, right? In casual, you just pick whoever you want. You can't have like double characters or anything on one team, but in a ranked game, you will want to have characters from, like, you want a support character, you want a tank. This is casual, isn't it? It's really smooth on, at least for me. It's actually smoother than my Switch, kind of, which is weird. Okay, that's my save throw. I can't really tell the icons are with the abilities, but everyone generally has like 3 abilities. And there's no option to attack. You sort of just swing automatically when you're in range. Which that's fine. I think fucking hell. Oh, I hold a jump button to do this attack. Okay. I'm dead. I suppose a character like Reeve is probably harder to get used to because she's a very mobile character and you got these small buttons and because one off to the side here for the blocking, it's a bit messy. It's a bit messy. I will say that. You can get used to it, but again, I'd play on a controller if you have a controller with Bluetooth. I think you can set it up there. Or if you have a Switch, just play it on Switch mainly. But like, yeah, like turning with this while trying to hold this, that is a pain. But like this mode's just squad ball, you shoot stuff, that's an ultimate. Good thing I avoided that. Jump on up. That's a teammate. As I noticed, legendary skin, there's some clipping with the skirt. Not really noticeable unless you focus on it, but that's kind of annoying. And just kill him. Here's the ultimate she has. And he's got like an Overwatch style ultimate. Hers is very fucking strong. Just pulls everyone to them. Very fun character. Very fun character. Oh wait, no, this is not Squad Brawl. We have objectives. I'm fucking stupid. I haven't been paying attention. That's my bad. I know a lot of people complain about that. People don't pay attention to control points. I was just doing that. Apparently I've been winning while I've been walking around rambling. Do a saber throw. I completely missed. We get different medals, you get your point system, right? You got a scoreboard. Oh shit. Okay. She messed that up. There was 3 kills there. I think Switch players and mobile players, they just coexist. I don't think they have separate lobbies. It's only cross-play at the least, like you can just get in parties with them. But I think like even in solo queue, it's like that. Because you're not really at a disadvantage with how this game works. You can just get used to the touchscreen stuff and not much is lost. I'm certainly not used to it myself. But I think it's decent. It plays well. There's a flag somewhere that heals. Healing flag. What am I doing? To mean to open that. Apparently I'm doing better than half my team now. Nice. Yeah, this deflects bullets. Oh shit. Not missiles though, it does not deflect missiles. We're losing. Come on guys. But yeah, it's just a fun game. Good amount of maps. There's like a payload thing, there's like hut board, those aren't available at the moment. I think they might rotate the modes out, but like there's like a trophy thing where you have to hold a trophy for the longest. There's a different capture point thing where there's 3 at one time. There's one that's just got 1 in the middle, but that was a limited time one. I don't know if they'll just put it in the regular playlist or what. There was a payload map in the beta that had a Hoth map that I don't think is available in anything else at the moment. So there's more stuff going on that's not currently available, and I'm not really sure why in that case. I don't know if they'll change it or if they just want that to be limited time stuff. I don't know what the plan is there, but I think all the game modes that are available at the moment, they're all fun. There's enough variety for there to be replay value, right? Like early stages, not too many characters, not too many stages. We lost, but that's fine. But yeah, it's very fun. It's a very, very fun game. I do like it a lot. I just want to share that, You get the scoreboard at the end. I did the best of my team by not focusing at all. There's my booster thing. And I just finished Ree's Mastery. That's convenient. That's the second one I finished. The only thing that does feel like a mobile game is these pop-ups. You only get you get one negative rematch when you log in, and then you just close it, right? Not a big issue, it doesn't show up enough to be a problem. There's no in-game ads for this either. You don't even have like an option to watch this in-game ad for like a bonus free reward or whatever. There's just no ads at all. Again, it does not feel like a mobile game, but this was designed for mobile. It's got brought to Switch. I imagine it'll be brought to other consoles. It'd be weird to make just a Switch exclusive. I mean, I respect it. It's pretty cool that it is, but it doesn't make sense for it to be exclusive. Just but yeah. Also, like the music's great. Every character has their own theme. It's pretty damn cool. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I just want to spend, it's been an hour. just talking about this game. I really like it. I'm in the top 400, so, I like it a bit too much, arguably. But, it's good. It's very good. It's definitely one of my favourite games I've played as of late. I will play it for a while. I can imagine I'd end up taking a break because I've completed the ranked stuff. I'd probably end up taking a break at some point, but like when the next season comes, I'll absolutely be returning to it. So I'm curious to see how they'll do balance changes, how they'll update stuff, how they'll add new modes, new characters. What will actually be added with each season. It's quite an exciting time. And I think it's worth hopping on now. I think there's enough going on here to give it a shot now, because this is a very good game. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.